Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's Indiana James here. We have a lot of news to cover this morning in World of Warcraft, so here we go. The first thing is the winner of the festive feast of Winterveil. It's here. It's in December 15th to January 2nd. The initial holiday quests can be found in Orgrimmar Ironforge. That's cool. Let's see. The fine folks of Smokywood pastures aren't letting anything get in the way of spreading holiday cheer or gaining a bit of profit. So Wintervale has come to Azeroth, yay! With it, all the holidays, um, fripper, fripperies, fineries, and delectable consumables. Let's see. Tis the season to celebrate strongholds. Celebration. Tis the season for celebration. Strongholds are decked out in festive cheer. And gifts are stacked under the trees, and festive fun waits. Right, so festive baubles make happy heroes. So done yourself in seasonal threads, available from the holiday vendors. Mm. Sees your daily chance of getting the gift thieving grunch when you bring down the grumpy Grinch. That's cute. All right, that's awesome. Let's see. The abominable Grinch is still a mean one. So apparently he stole medicine basically, and you need to go to Hillsbrad Foothills. Um, you can hop aboard a festive sleigh ride from Dornigal to Ironforge, or wow, okay, for a connecting flight to Rescue Mission. That's cool. I'm assuming that's what you're going to be able to ride, and that's the bad guy. So apparently, some of the bosses, Dimensius, in festive flair. I don't know how I feel about that. Blow a kiss to a winter reveler. Um, when you do that, you get mistletoe, holly, or a handful of snowflakes. Okay, and you can get a feast of winter veil achievements. Okay. Um, so you want to stop by Smokywood Pasture's cart in Orgrimmar or Ironforge, and click on Great Feather Peep to obtain a tiny winter hat. Okay. When you summon him, he may show up in the perfect winter veil outfit, complete with any beard. Um, so again, December 16th, January 2nd. I don't know why it says that because apparently it is live today. Remember, everybody, to log in on December 25th to get your presents and learn about what Winter Feastville offers in Wowhead's holiday guide. There's a guide on Wowhead, and you should read that. I'm having a lot of like congestion today. Let's see. So you can defeat the Grinch and rescue Metzen and the reindeer for a stolen present. Uh, in the stolen present, it contains 46 potential items. Let's see. Ooh, it contains a little trinket. That's cool. I mean, it's not as good as the one I have, of course, but okay. I don't know what that would. Oh. Okay, so it can contain a shaking pet carrier. That's dumb. It can contain Grunch. That should have been a housing decoration. a little dagger tree. Flame of Ragnaros. I mean, it seems interesting that wow, it has so much little stuff. It has a dagger. A lot of it's toys, though. I mean, I understand needing the toys. Blizzard really should have cap capped in on this and made it drop some things like housing decor. There's a safari lounge cushion. I mean, that'd be cool. Sadly, it's a toy. Pineapple lounge cushion, zebra lounge cushion. I wouldn't want one of those toys. I really wouldn't. Red Rider rifle. That really should have been like a. Anyway, cool. All right, so you want to do and get your stolen present from the Grunch. Where to go? Oh, okay, we're still here. Um, so the quests you need to do. Each of the gifts contains an assortment of special holiday items, but some gifts have level requirements. Carefully wrapped presents. Let's see. Um, Most of them are now obtainable through alternative means. Toy vendors. In so Black Bottle Rocket, Clockwork Assistant, Crab Wobble Top, and Geppetto. Sells the Red Rider thing, the football, and swine skin. Uh, Gandhi Winterveil sweater is sold by Holiday General Goods Vendor. Hmm. So there's a lot of stuff you can actually get. Um, these are the feats of strength that you can get: the Clockwork Rocket, Crash and Thrash and Race controller, Red Rider air rifle, mini Zep controller. Um, there's a lot of cool little things that were offered in past years that I guess you can get. Winter revelers, they can be found inside inns throughout the world located under spring of mistletoe. Kiss the reveler, and you will be rewarded with a token of their gratitude. Mistletoe, wish a friend some season's greetings, fresh holly, transform some of your mounts into something more festive, or handful of snowflakes. Become a little helper. And so, let's see, goblins have set up some Winter Wonder Volt machines, which can be used to change your character into a festive little helper. No thanks. Snowball fights. The snowball can be purchased from vendors or looted from piles of holiday snow found in underground in Ultrek Mountains. Mm. Near where you fight Abominable Grinch, there is now also snow piles and for Frostfire Ridge in the same area as the daily quest Merry Supplies that contain a huge snowball, Savage Snowball, regular Snowball, and Yellow Snowball, which is gross. So you can find a grumpling pet inside a snow pile, which is cool. Hunt a holiday hat. Finely tailored green hat. Finely tailored red hat. A green winter hat. A red winter hat. Wait, what's the difference? Okay, cool. Okay, so the red and green winter hats are different than the finely tailored. The finely tailored you appearance. Green winter clothes, the hat, and the winter boots you can use. Crafting recipes, leather working, tailoring, and or cooking. Receive mail. The Alliance Great Father sends the gifts to both factions. A free recipe. green winter clothes and red winter clothes for the Alliance, and winter boots. Let's see, hot apple cider also for the cooks. Great. There are other recipes available inside Ticking Presents or Smokewood Pasture Special Gift. Best reward for saving medicine. An enchant, Winter's Might, Snowflake Glow. Uh, Edge of Winter, Axe with Icy Glow. Okay. Um, so blacksmithing gets one. Tailoring gets the Green Holiday shirt. Alchemy, Elixir of Frost Power. Um, and Schematic, Snowmaster 9000. Okay. Let's see. The Abominable Grinch and other Wintervale quests. The Grinch. The Grinch. Let's see. 2 in Orgrimmar, 2 in Ironforge, or 1 in Ironforge, or Strange Snowman in Hillsbrad. And so it's a high level of elite. You do not need to have tagged the Grinch to get the loot stolen treats. But you do need to tag him to get credit for bringing Metzen and turning the quest. If you get there without having to pick up the quest, you can find Strange Snowman hiding in the trees. He will give you the quest you need. You have to return to either Orgrimmar or Ironforge to turn in the quest. You can take the sleigh ride from Ironforge or Orgrimmar straight to Hillsbrad. Okay. Stolen presents. It has a small chance of having coal in it. Really? Lump of coal. The BOE dagger, miniature Wintervale tree, toys, and pets. I think looking at this, I think the only thing I would want is probably that little dinosaur. Maybe these weapon illusions would be cool too. Um, these cushions should have been housing decoration. uh, I mean, a lot of it's toys. Where's that cool little dinosaur thing? It's like great we saw. It's been a long day. Let's see. Once you've turned in the stolen treats, you will receive another quest. A reward. You will receive some guy's special gift, which contains a seasonal trade skill recipe. It's the only way you can get these recipes, and the recipe you receive is random. So you may be able to trade with other players or guildmates for one you might need. So Winter's Might, the axe you get. Okay, white axe. That's sad. That's one thing that I wish um, they would change a little bit with these. Uh, they really should not just, oh, okay, you can get an axe or a dagger. Not everybody uses those things. My hunter uses a bow. They should have a item for everybody. Other Wintervale quests. Speak with Greatfather Winter. He's located near the Smokewood Pastures vendor area in Ironforge or Orgrimmar. Um, let's see. Reason for the season. Merry supplies and garrison decorations. Wintervale came to Draenor in the form of garrison decorations. I don't see the point in that. I don't have garrison. Let's see. Merry supplies. Let's see. Each garrison decoration costs 5 merry supplies. This is a new currency that is in battle for as BOA. Oh, that is BOA. So they can be spent to buy the Crash and Thrash and Killdozer controller. Uh, Upgrade a follower's armor and weapon by 50 power levels. I don't know. I just don't see. Oh, there's a mount. Ooh, a tiny winter hat for Peep. Huh. Let's see. So, festive transdimensional bird whistle. Boy. That you can get, and he'll wear a random costume. Okay, well, I mean, that's interesting. Here's the cool sleigh ride. I thought that there would be a way for us to like tame one of the. If you catch him, he will give you 500 order resources and a festive greeting. Okay. Oh wait, what? Top of the hour, near the top of the high mountain peak and high mountain, Great Father Winter, the high mountain tour and Great Father Winter rides in his sleigh down the mountain. If you catch him up to him, you can give. Okay, that's cool. Um, Festive bosses, Devos, Inspire of Ascension asked why follow the path of only one winter veil hat. You can have two. Slaycrafter back Black Fuse. Only festive on Christmas Day, which is too bad. Many people are busy on that day. Oh, it's a bad guy, I think. Let's click on him and look. Let's see. So, oh wow. So apparently there's some interesting transmogs things you can get off him. Green items. I mean, that's cool. It's just Black Fuse bombling, of course. Okay. So he's available only on Christmas Day. Siegecraft Black Fuse. Festival Felted to Devour from Uldir, each wearing a holiday thing. Um, the underwater boss in Azure Palace wears some mistletoe. So these are just bosses that are wearing certain things. And then I wonder what you get for Wintervale. They sell items. Hey, there it is. New. The Dream Festival reindeer is a tameable tenacity pet for hunters. A regular and a rare version with a glowing red nose. This pet requires little work. A little work. You need to purchase a transmog outfit from the holiday vendor. You must transmog into at least 4 pieces of the same color from the following. Head over to Old Hillsbrad Foothills Dungeon and hunt for your dreaming festive reindeer. It only has one location, as shown in the image below, and is easily recognizable due to its sparkling buff. Make sure you're wearing a transmog. If you're not, the reindeer will disappear. Okay. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh, damn it! Where's the reindeer? It's here. Sorry, guys, about that. I don't know why it did that. It freaking there it is. Dreaming festive reindeer. So I'm gonna have to go get that. I only want the red nose one. I don't care about the regular one. Um, you need to be in 4 pieces: red holiday hat, belt, pants, shorts, and boots. And they all have to be the same color. And then so Foothills Dungeon and hunt for your dreaming festival reindeer. It's only one location is shown in the below image and is easily recognizable. Make sure that you're wearing your transmog. Here's a video. Okay. In addition to the season's goods listed above, vendors in major cities will also sell a tailoring pattern for creative winter clothing and leatherworking pattern to create matching boots. What the winter boots look like. Great, whatever. Right. Holiday gifts. Battle pets. Whoa, what is that? Pretentious present and jingles. So I want jingles. How the hell do you get this? There are 10 battle pets only available during only for two. Cageable. Find them on the AH if you're unlucky. Pretentious present. I want to see what that does. You can own only one, and it's not cageable, so there's no reason to open the gift. Open the gift on more than one character. It will eat any nearby creature you pulled out of the box of huntables. Let's see, 25 bronze celebration tokens and a box of huntables. All right. So this is like the creepy crate. I'm gonna have to get this because if you're still working on killing a bunch of critters, you want to have this. So how do you get this? Is what I want to know. Pretentious present. How do you get the pretentious present? All right. Well, anyway, so pretentious present. So if you missed a creepy crate like I did, you can get this cool monster box thing. Jingles, snow globe, battle yeti. That is not cageable. Um, he may be cageable. So you cannot cage the pretentious guy. You can't cage the yeti, rotten little helper. Let's see. These little nasty creatures fled their magical workshops to join up with Abominable Grinch. Pole guy. Interesting looking pets. Oh, there's a little winterveil girl too. A gaily wrapped present pet. There are 4 winterveil pets that have a chance to be found inside gaily wrapped present. You do some of them during the holidays, they'll stick around and will mount up on a mini reindeer. If you send them any other time of the year, they have an animation to hearth, melt away, and be less festive. Jingling bell. Let's see. During the just these faithful companions spread joy throughout the land. Hmm. When summoned out of the holiday, the helper is too stressed to stay long. It's not Winterville yet. You know, I have work to do. Look, here's the thing: toys and light bubble. But that's interesting. They do a little cute. All right, and you can get the green guy, tiny snowman. Doesn't do well outside of winter. Snowman is large and lasts longer during Wintervale. Winter reindeer. Um, the reindeer only dresses up for Wintervale. When summoned outside of the season, it wears none of its holiday garb. So that's a winter reindeer. Um, I'm not going over the winterveil toys. Winterveil transmog. You just you just need to have all these things on when you're going to try to tame that. The hats, there are 4 holiday hats. The Hunt Holiday Hat section goes over which bosses drop each type of hat. There's these nasty looking Power Ranger type boots. Winter Veil mount armor. So it has so the stolen present has a chance to drop Winter Veil armor for your Highland Drake. Not sure. I think that's fine. Achievements. There's a player title granted to those who can obtain 11 core achievements. Merrymaker. Some are easy and more others are challenging, but here's to everything you need to do. Merrymaker achievement can be found in the main world events category. It is achievement that awards a player title Merrymaker and is a requirement towards the completion of what a long strange trip span, which rewards the Violet Proto Drake. Is the season a Frosty Shake? I mean, I'm not going to go over all these. I'm sure you guys know. What all these are. Iron Armada. Collect all 5 toys that are part of the Crash and Thrash and Armor Armada set. Each year's toy has a special feat of strength attached to it. Players can get these toys through alternative means in future years, usually through stolen present. Okay. Festive Trans-Dimensional Bird Whistle. Falling Star Catcher becomes a Star Catcher. Used again to knock back nearby Star Catchers. Rock and Roll Racer customize. And what seems to be like an upgrade of the Crash and Trash and Toys of the past years, this toy allows you to customize and then summon a rock and roller racer. Okay. Rock and roll and racer, and then rock and roll. So these are all changes to things that you can get. Oh wow! So the miniature veiled tree and the glowing gift are now item level 395 per player per level 100. I don't understand. Oh. Okay, so you want to go kill that guy and get these cool items. There's a lot of information on this. I didn't even know there was this much. I'm gonna go down to the taming section again for those who tame things. And I'm sorry, I'm really congested or something today. I was wondering where my reindeer was at. So you have to wear the festive holiday red coat, the red belt, the red pants, the shorts, and the legs. I'm not sure I have any of those. Okay. Look at this picture. Dreaming festive reindeer. All right, so it's up here, but how do you get there? Can you run up there? I wonder. Hmm. Okay. So you want to make sure you also have your head over to the dungeon. It only has one location in the image below and is easily recognizable due to its sparkling Yuletide Dreams buff. All right, I see it now. That is cool. All right, so you have to transmog into these festive stuff, and then you go there, which is what I will be doing. All right, that's enough for Winterveil. I need to know how to get the pretentious present because I really need it. That's awesome. Um, All right. This is cool. This is cool. I need to know how to get it. Anyway, all right. So there has been some midnight beta test development notes. This was posted 4 days ago. So um, I'm going down to my own class. Let's see, Shaman. I know that Hunter was on here. Paladin. Up there it is. Original goal of this iteration of Beastmaster's Apex Talent is to add more rotational direction and depth. We're also having it pull an animal companion from your stables to help the Apex Talent synergize with more builds, playstyles, and player fantasies. Nature's Alley has been redesigned. Beast of Wrath summons an animal companion from your stable to fight it alongside you for 15 seconds. The summoned animal does obey Kill Command, Wild Thrash, and Stomp. Okay. Damage over your pets is increased by 5 and 10%. Beast or Wrath will strike 2 to 4 additional targets. Barb Shot and Cobra Shot damage increased by 30%. Barb Shot, Cobra Shot, and Black Arrow damage increase the damage of your next kill command. So a little bit of a buff there. Um, I'm not going to go over Death Knight stuff. That's a lot. Druid. They did some Resto Druid stuff. Holy Paladins. I'm going to leave it here. I'm leaving it on each part so you can read it. Let's see. Yeah. Introduction and update transmog system. Unlock the Bewitched Wardrobe will receive a discount on outfit changes while participating in the Ember Court feature. Okay. Right. Next, no Curio Omni token drops until March on Quel'Danos Raid. When looking in the dungeon journals for the raid releasing in Season 1 of Midnight, the Void Spire raid's final boss does not drop a Curio token. Typically, the last boss will drop Omni token Curio for players to use towards completing their tier set bonuses. It will drop from the last boss of the March of Quel'Danos raid, Midnight Falls. Let's see, the Void Spire raid we released March 17th. Um, the March of Quel'Danos raid releases 2 weeks later on March 31st. In this 2 week period, players will need to unlock to look to defeat bosses in the Void Spire and Dream Rift raids in order to earn their tier sets. I'm not sure what this means about the vault though. So I'm not sure if that's the only way to get tier sets or if it allows you to get it in the vault. It's kind of a bummer. All right, Mythic Season 1. Vault the Mythic Plus Great Vault now rewards up to plus 18 keystones in Midnight Season 1. Great Vault item level, a data mine chart by Wowhead. The extended track starts here in Midnight. Remember, um, they're doing a stat squish, right? So these aren't necessarily, these numbers may look low, but it's probably because they're doing a stat squish. With the new season, Mythic Plus Season 1 rotation to Midnight, it'll be a very interesting change for early gearing. Plus 10s and even 12s are usually hard the first weeks of the patch, but usually people scrape by with a couple of 10s. For people that only do 10s, there's no change. If you want to push a little further into 12s, there's a little more incentive to do so. That's okay if you're into that whole sort of thing. Your first Legion login to WoW Midnight is about to hit very different. See, Legion launch splash screen restarting February 27th when early access begins. Apex talents level to 90 and grow your class to its full potential. That we've done 3, 4, 5 expansions already. Embrace ancient strength. Discover the mysterious Heronair if you want to do that. Answer the call of the light, defend us forces of the void if you're into that type of story. Midnight Season 1 starts March 27th, and with it, players will see the splash screen Delves join Valera Sanguinar in search of better loot and deadlier victims. Season 1 begins new dungeons, new class sets, new PvP rewards. Start filling your Great Vault now. Two new raids, continue Midnight Campaign in the Void Spire, or see what lurks within the Dream Rift. Okay, I guess. All right, huge upgrade. System changes in Midnight. Data mine quest changes. So the upgrade system was added in Dragonflight and hasn't been touched too much since. Here's their data mine findings. Item level 100, which is adventure, goes up to 237. Veteran goes from 233 down to 250. Champion gear goes from 246 down to 263. Hero gear 259 down to 276 to upgrade. And Mythic goes from 272 to 289 total. Cost for each level, not cumulative. Cumulative. Said that right. 10 adventure, 20 adventure, 30 adventure, 40 adventure, 50 adventure, 10 to 50 veteran, 10 to 50 champion, and 10 to 50 hero, and 10 to 50 mythic. So if you do just the regular hero stuff, I'm assuming that just drops an LFR. The current system, the hero track is functionally useless for players who are expecting to get mythic track. Players don't want to waste crests on hero 5, 6 since it costs gilded crests, meaning that they'd have to leave their pieces at the 4 to 6. Hero 4, 6 is identical to champion 8 and is absolutely no difference in upgrading costs or stats. The change hero track has carved out a unique place in the gearing process. Um, Each track only requires their respective crests, and crest costs now scale. That means that each upgrades, that early upgrades on the track will be quicker and more efficient crest-wise than other upgrades. You can actually get to the higher item level if you don't do endgame content. You can actually get to a higher level item level if you don't do endgame mythic or rating content on the hero track, but at first glance seems to take longer. We don't know what the crest economy is like. It's entirely possible that the amount of crests per week increase, decrease, or even be uncapped. Does crest saving still exist? Does getting a myth 1 out of 6 piece save you the crest on a hero 5 to 6 piece? How much does crafting cost? They haven't said much about the feature other than needing hero 6 to get the next tier's transmog. Okay. Well, I mean, it's fine if you're into whole upgrading your thing. All right, our new race options for Paladin coming in midnight. Um, I'm trying to figure that out. So apparently it can't be a. I don't know. Paladin continues to have some of the most restricted grace options. I understand if you don't want to have, to be certain things. I guess maybe. Warning: midnight spoiler in this post. Night Elf Paladin. Just put in without reading all this crap. It would have been nice if they say yes or no. That's the main story quest. Are other two introduced in the prologue patch during their brief visit to Telogus. We meet a number of new Void Elf characters, including the iconic Lady Dark Glen and a few former Blood Elves. Blah blah blah. Paladin Chargers for Void Elves and Kultirans. These NPCs in Midnight aren't the only time we've seen non-playable paladins either. Death Knight looking guy, gnome, undead, and worgen, and whatever that thing is. Okay, all right. I guess that's good. We're gonna go to the well forums for a little bit. So again, we did the um winterveil stuff. If you're into that, that's great. If you don't care, I mean that's fine. I plan to go get my reindeer though. I just don't know what I'm gonna name it. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching the news of today. I'm going to be unavailable tomorrow and the next day due to nursing work, but I will have days off after, and hopefully, we'll have more news to tell you and to share. Remember, like, subscribe um, below. Be sure to watch my stream when I do stream. I don't have a set schedule with streaming, but I'm sure that as this gets closer to midnight release, and when midnight does release, it's going to be a easier time for me to stream. I caught War Within at the tail end in August, and so it's been very difficult for me to try to catch up, especially on all my characters and get where I want them to be. Plus, housing, housing. So be sure to look for my housing stuff as well. Um, yeah, thanks guys, and have a good day.